echoes of my perhaps it is not going to check the static keys. Static keys. Nope. Catch up. Time. It's nice to see Kelly and the rest. Okay. Check. Check, check. 1, 2. Start everything. 1 moment. And we're back. Is it still doing the stuttery thing? Check, check, 1, 2. Oh, now it's doing the static. It's always something. Hmm? What say you now? Still very static. Jeez. Hey, 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 nice static. Thank you. And we're walking. That doesn't seem to have helped. Now it's stuttering and staticky. I've combined the two. I don't understand. Okay, one more try. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. I can't tell. Good? Good. Better, at least. It still sounds like it has a bit of an edge to it. A bit of an emo haircut. But oh well. As long as it's not hideous, let's run with it. And I do apologize. 3 minutes, 30 seconds of your life wasted on my technical difficulties. You're never getting those back. You're finally not working this Saturday. I'm so glad. So glad you get at least one day out of a weekend. That is desperately necessary, in my opinion. And I will tell your boss as such. It is so nice to see you guys. Sorry about that. So, if I'm remembering correctly, we have loyalized just about everyone. I see we did get a couple of new side quests on Tuchanka. That does make sense. So let me see what we need to do. Chief Scout at Clan Erdnot. Make sure he made it back safe. And return to the merchant. I could have sworn we did. But maybe I never said the right dialogue option. So quick march back down to the surface of Tuchanka. While we're right here. Should be an easy matter. Boop. You literally just woke up, so that was boot up time. I'm glad to catch you during your cycles. Your power cycles. You got paid for those 3 minutes, so no waste. Oh, good. Let's take Grunt back down to Tuchanka. Wake up. And who else should see it? It's Zaid's kind of place. Rebellious and full of rubble. Rebellious. Also, I need to give him squad points. That's the main reason. There you go, Zaid. You enjoy that. fractured surface, the battle-worn, world-weary surface of Tuchanka. Since we're right here, we'll polish off these side quests, then maybe we want to run out and grab that, like Element Zero. Gotta say it right. Tuchanka! How dare you? How dare you put an uwu into my planet names to trick me? I love it.
Someday we'll get off this rock.
I hope the Saturday's been kind to you all. I have not been sleeping well. Neither historically nor this week in particular. I keep having those dreadful, long, involved dreams where you, like, wake up every 5 minutes and then go back to sleep and you're still in the same dream, and then you wake up and go back to sleep and you're still in the same dream. And it never ends. You live entire lives and wake up and none of it ever happened, and everyone you loved is dead.
Roasting in the heat from an explosive
my week.
show. I swear it was glorious.
It was genuinely my pleasure.
It was a lot of fun.
Help yourself to more. There's no shortage of pie jocks out there if you get a craving for violence. I'll give you a discount at my store.
I will.
Anything you want, you buy at cost.
Thank you.
I should go.
Appreciate that.
Yourself.
Should rectify the one. So, Chief Scout, was he like down here? Was this the Chief Scout?
Years from the right. Yeah, my eyes. Think you actually had a fertile female? Eyes straight ahead.
Oh, hey, cutie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, give him those rubs. That's a good boy. Chief Scout, sir.
My scout made it back. We've got him at the tent. Doesn't remember much beyond getting tortured, but he remembers you. Said you yelled at him until he got his hump out of that basin back here. You've got a quad, human. Thanks for saving my scout.
Thank you.
Saves me having to train another one.
Due to my intimate familiarity with Krogan anatomy, I know exactly what you're talking about. Is he gonna... Are you gonna... give him a medal? Maybe put him on
Talk to you
double
later.
rations? Just as a little treat? A little treat for good boys? Speaking of good boys... hello, you. I love our little Tuchanka-based companion. Alright, so that should rectify both. Not sure why I keep using the word rectify. It sounds naughty. Stop it. You've been bamboozled into making a lasagna this morning. I'm terribly sorry. That sounds like layers upon layers of work, but also can I have some? I'd very much appreciate if I could have some of the lasagna. Work has been fun. You turned in your 2 weeks yesterday and got fielded a ton of questions about how to do stuff. Typical. You are the very beating heart of the organization, and they will not run without you. God, our national defense will suffer. But it's fine. It's fine. Just throw money at the problem. I'm so glad you're moving on to bigger and better things. We should be able to leave now. I forget if there's like a shortcut button. Quick shortcut button, so I'm just gonna walk all the way back. Instead, Zaid, I hope you enjoyed your field trip. You were of no use to me. Typical Zaid. Typical you with your tight pants and your high-waisted sitch.
And the Solarians, too. Those little bastards think they're so smart. Nothing like rat time.
Sure why I'm scolding Zaid in a manner most sexual. What did he do to deserve this? Well, he wore those tight pants. No, that's not appropriate. You can't scold a person in a manner most sexual just because of what they're wearing. Did you learn nothing? Did you learn nothing in the school of hard knocks? Okay, so, resources. Where do we have goody treats? Obviously, there are a ton of these worlds and systems that have unexplored planets on them. Some of them might even hold side quests, which I would hate to miss. Maybe there's a list I could bring up. But for the moment, I'm just going to go to the ones that are particularly marked. We'll start with Ezo in the Eagle Nebula. Stop enhancing my ease. Ooh, I'd like some goody treats. Oh, goody treats sound delicious right now. I would really appreciate that as well, if it's not too much trouble. Alright. I'm guessing Relic is just the name of the system? You must confess, the lasagna is for me. But you can't just share a slice? I'm glad. As long as someone's eating lasagna, I'm happy. So I'm assuming this is just the name of the system, but Relic, I would like to put it in my glass menagerie and keep it for all time. It's not too much trouble. I gotta go to the Relic system. See what's what. This planet seems hot. Ugh. Steamy. I want chocolate, but I'm trying to be healthier, and I can't be trusted to only buy one and only eat one goody treat. Chocolate is healthy. It's antioxidant rich and filled with fiber. Is there any fiber in chocolate? I don't know, but we'll say that there is. Beach Thunder, my favorite movie starring a shirtless Zac Efron. Yes. The best-selling e-novel, The Hard Stuff. Also one of my favorite movies starring Zac Efron. Beach Thunder lives and dies on the price of titanium. This is the hottest planet I've ever read a description of. Follows the Hanar and Drell robo-miners competing with Krogan and Vorcha, who simply put on environment suits and lays the titanium out, more or less by hand. Lays the titanium out is so much fun to say. As the novel's promotional screed says, accidents are frequent, rivalry is fierce, and vengeance served up fast. Love that there's like a pulp novel planet. Fantastic stuff. I would like to search it for cute boys real quick. It's rich with boys. And also iridium. Two things it's rich with.
Probe launched.
Alright, I'll stop sexualizing the planet of Beach Thunder now. I do apologize. So much iridium. Spikes upon spikes. This is not the Ezo we're looking for, but I'm glad that we came. Text description turned out to be quite a goody treat, all to itself. No. I pass. I pass upon it. Like the specter of death every morning on Warren Buffett for some reason. It's kind of worth it. It's kind of worth it. Okay.
Probe away.
Catch up with the treat. The treat? Yeah, sure, that's what I call the chat. You put down the empty lasagna tray. I don't know how this became empty. Somebody just left sauce in there for the rest of us. I have my suspicions, sir. Oh, this vengeance is cold. I only want hot vengeance. Hot vengeance sounds like a hot sauce brand. Hot revenge. Makes me want to make one and name it that. You totally should. I will buy a bottle. I will buy a bottle of hot vengeance. And splash it all over my tongue.
Probe launched.
Phew. We backed out of that one. I was about to splash it somewhere very inappropriate.
Launching
I don't even
probe.
know what I mean by that. I don't even know what I mean by that. Platinum.
Probe launched.
Heavy with platinum, as the ship soon shall be. Good to be back to the nice, calming, almost meditative experience of planet scanning. Definitely not bored to tears. It's fine. It's fine. I'm
Probe
good.
launched.
Hot vengeance on some pizza sounds good. Oh yeah. Alright, we're down to moderate. I'm just not that greedy for iridium, but thank you. I will take it. Call that good. Beach thunder is now quite poor. Like the reviews of shirtless Zac Efron. Leave orbit. Pretty planet. All purple and whatnot. The praying mouth. All of these are fantastic. Well, the two of them I've checked so far are fantastic. Do pardon me. A hydrogen helium gas giant, praying mouth, is a ship-killing enigma. Let's try that again. The Bermuda Triangle of the Terminus systems. There are many theories why ships never return from there. Undetectable space debris, old disruptor torpedoes, and magnetic mines from a long-forgotten war, even miniature black holes. But what is clear is that too many ships have been lost there for it to be happenstance. Travel advisory. Due to the large number of ships lost when attempting to discharge, gross. Their drive cores in praying mouth, gross. The relic system highly recommends using First Land's complimentary discharge, gross stations instead. It's beautiful. It's hypnotic. Mesmerizing. Aw, he's learning to read. It's true. I'm a beginner. At least my lips and tongue would like you to believe such. And it's not hard. It's not hard. Moderate, I'm not even going to worry about it. But what if there's element 0? What if there's element... Those sacks of... They've hidden the element 0 on the planet riddled with discharge, knowing that I would be turned right off and try to skip it.
Probe away.
I am turned. Get turned. Get real turned. Not quite enough palladium to excite my investors. Thank you. Thank you anyway. It's just a touch of EZO.
Launching probe.
EZO. Also the name of a cute dog. If you're curious, go check it out. A cute and valiant dog. If you know, you
Launching
know.
probe.
I hate that phrase. It sounds elitist. And I want to know everything.
Probe away.
And there's so many things I don't know. And based on that logic, I will never know them. So I don't like that phrase. Could try to boost my palladium back into the 6 figures.
Probe away.
I wanted to say triple digits, but that's not an accurate description. Oh, it didn't even. There's the one.
Probe away.
Yet the planet is saying quite poor, and yet there's a huge spike of the most rare element in the entire galaxy that powers all of our technology like some sort of sorceress's tears. But no, poor. Stop scanning. Okay, looks like we're good. In my rather haphazard scanning technique, this one's just a little baby planet. You can barely even see it. It's so cute. Rough Tide, a dwarf planet with a shroud of carbon monoxide and dioxide that keeps it warm. Rough Tide was so named when large veins of platinum and palladium were struck, and miners from all over the cluster came in to stake their claims. Hanar police and their Drell enforcers clashed with Krogan and Vorcha in an ugly series of race riots in the late 2170s, and the planet has only grudgingly kept a shaky peace since. I'm sorry to hear that. Even though they've been mining it for years, it's still quite rich. Quite rich in platinum. Again, this is not where we're supposed to be, but all of these planets have such a rich history. I'm not minding it, and I still have 44 probes, thanks to, I want to say, Samara? One of the later companions. Squad members that gave us a probe boost. Maybe Thane? I don't remember. Somebody hot and steamy gave us a probe boost. And I love getting probed by somebody hot and steamy, let me tell you. Wait, what? What did I just say aloud? Back to Bioshock for me. Almost done with my recent playthrough. It's been ages since I played it. Would you kindly go back and play Bioshock? That sounds fantastic. I hope it is a stunningly wrench-to-jaw filled experience. I mean, it's a big spike. Why am I hesitant? Why am I like, I don't want it? Is it because I have the most platinum? Is that what's causing me to mentally check out? It's fine, I'll take it. Thank you for the platinum. That's barely even 4 bars. There is a little tickle of palladium that comes free with the purchase.
Probe away.
Okay. I'll take a tickle. That shot up. That shot up large.
Launching probe.
You're doing a hard mode run. It's easier than I expected because the revival system is so forgiving. Oh, that's lovely. I hope that you enjoy waking up in green tubes as much as I do. As often as I do. Okay, Palladium. Welcome to the party. Good to see you here. Pity you're bottomless like Donald Duck, but welcome. Welcome to my home. It's not that kind of party. I guess it is now, Palladium.
Probe
I'm on
away.
it. Okay, scanner results completely depleted. Completed. Can't really combine those two. It just becomes... Never mind. Alright, big planet. Gassy giant time. Maybe we can start just reading the descriptions and not scanning them, because we have to get on with things. A large hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant, Island Wind, is named for the sweet-smelling land breezes that come off the archipelagos of Karj in the evening. As tumultuous as any other Jovian giant, Island Wind has cyclones that span tens of thousands of kilometers. But, they smell. They smell so good. So good, that smell. Boop. First Land. A hydrogen-helium gas giant believed to be an extrasolar capture. Yoink! First Land is home to many space stations supporting the ubiquitous refueling platforms. A thriving community of Drell and Hanar make their homes in orbit here, giving the solar system's robo-miners somewhere to go when the 50-hour days and nights are driving them mad. 50-hour days. No. I will not. Fitful current. was so named because it orbits in retrograde, indicating that it may have been an extrasolar, yoink, planet that was captured by the relic system's gravity well. Large for a rock planet, Fitful Current has only traces of hydrogen in its extremely thin atmosphere. Hanar robo-miners have recovered some uranium and thorium deposits from its depths. Uranium isn't a dirty word, but if you're a child, it kind of sounds like it is. Murky water. Despite the name, murky water has yet to show any signs of having water whatsoever. Its name is a literal translation from the original Hanar, who consider murky water a sign of danger. Murky water has a hazy, crushing atmosphere of carbon dioxide and methane, which brings the surface heat to boiling levels. It remains unexploited. Its gravity and temperature too high to bother. It remains unexploited until now, you mean? I have brand new technologies that none before me could hope to possess.
Probe launched.
Plus, I laugh at danger. Her. That's how I do it. Yeah, okay. Okay, you sold me.
Probe away.
You sold me on the idea. Down to good? Good.
Launching
Okay,
probe.
fine. Take my probes. Take my probes from me.
Probe away. Launching probe.
And then I think, after this one, we are finally done with the pulpy B-movie novellas.
Probe
So this
launched.
was quite a treat. Yeah,
Probe away.
sure. Good morning, good morning. So nice to see you there. If there were an archipelago where musical instruments were banned, I assume one would call it an archipelago. You're welcome for that one, and I don't care if anyone's mad about it. No one's mad. We're all just so sad we didn't think of it first. Okay, palladium, not really worth the probe it's printed on. Does that work out? No. Doesn't make any logical sense. That one I'll take.
Launching probe.
So pleased to come in here, and that's the first thing I hear. You're welcome. It's not quite Sunday, but it is certainly pun day. Why are you peeking? Why are you peeking so hard?
Probe launched.
It's just some of those horse blinders that they put on raccoons. If you're gonna keep peeking this hard. Depleted. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's go to Amun for our actual goal. I just couldn't resist the lure of the relic system. If there's one thing I love, it's ancient alien relics. Accept your punishment. Every day is pun day. It's true. Again, quite a hot planet. Are you sure? Sure you want to be that close? Your little tuchus must be scorching. Anhur, a garden world with heavy populations of humans and Batarians. Interesting combination. Anhur was home to one of the ugliest violations of sapient rights in modern human history. A consortium of corporations and corrupt politicians. Corporate politicians, corrupt politicians, it's all the same in my mind. Fearing Batarian economic competition due to their custom of legal slavery, passed a resolution that abolished the minimum wage. effectively re-legalizing slavery on a human-dominated world. Opponents of the motion quickly turned to activism and violence. A civil war erupted as one side sought to end slavery throughout the system, and another, primarily Batarian faction, called the Nahesit, sought to keep the slaves they had. The Anhur rebellions raged from 2176 to 2178. The Nahesit had a significant advantage in ships, labor, and weapons, forcing the Anhur militias to hire mercenary companies to even the odds. Zaid! In the end, the abolitionists won out, though at the cost of much of their infrastructure. Though Anhur today still has significant natural wealth, it is economically depressed. Save for the reconstruction industry. Same. I am economically depressed. So I'm bursting into the orbit of a world just racked with tragedy and pilfering their natural resources so that they may never grow or heal. Is that what we're doing? Okay. Sounds like fun. I feel like I might sneeze.
Probe launched.
Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you sneeze in the ears of the good people.
Probe away.
There. I've sniffed loudly so as to head it off at the pass. I say head it off at the pass a lot for someone who isn't a cowboy from the 1800s. Sort of a character flaw of mine I'm working on.
Probe launched.
Hello, spicy element zero. Yeah, I'll take the platinum too. Still got 20 plus probes. Why not? And the planet is still rich.
Probe launched.
Looks like I probably could have gotten more element zero out of that, but I got distracted by the palladium. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Launching probe.
My brain does every time I hear the word palladium. Again, character flaw that I'm working on. I'm not. I can't lie to you. I'm not doing any self-reflection whatsoever.
Launching probe.
So much work. So painful. Alright. Let that one slide. Because this is what I'm here for. Come to Papa. Papa is waiting for you. Like Temba, his arms wide. Now come to Papa.
Probe launched.
Sure. There you are.
Probe launched.
Alright, we're down to pour, but that does not preclude one more element zero cache.
Launching probe.
Which might be about all the element zero we will ever need. In all honesty, we might not need more element zero than that in our career. Alright, I'm leaving Anhur, and I'm leaving Amun. No specific moon, just Amun. And back to the mass relay, we'll refill our probes and fuel. And continue our little resource depletion mission elsewhere. It still says Ezo-rich planet. Have I failed? Have I failed you? Maybe I need to take it all the way to depleted. In which case, this was just a huge waste of fuel. In which waste, this was just a huge case of fuel. Okay, I'll go back and completely deplete it. Because I'm assuming it goes away. The objective has been quote-unquote completed. I'm sorry, Anor. I abandoned you in your time of need. Show me what else you have. I guess I need to go for like all kinds of resources in order to fully deplete it too. There is just a touch of element 0 in there. It's hardly worth a probe, but
Probe
okay.
launched.
If it helps you get depleted. Where are you? There. There you are.
Launching probe.
It's so little. It must be a bigger spike. Still, quite little. That's better. That's more like it.
Probe away.
Depleted. Okay. Does that get rid of the thing? Still says Eza-rich planet. I guess that's just its label now, rather than a mission descriptor. I know they both show up in the same place, so it's a little hard to tell. But we'll know. Even if that always exists, we'll know we got the Eza. It's fine. Alright, so I've wasted 500 fuel for absolutely no reason. Tiniest little tickle of platinum, at best. We have all of our probes, and... what else do we have? Platinum-rich, palladium and iridium, both in Omega. So I guess we should start with Crescent Nebula. After we get all these resources, I'll jump into Morden's lab real quick. Quick like a bunny. Hopped up on steroids. Hopped up. I didn't even intend it. But give me my propers. And we'll see if we can afford, like, basically all the upgrades. I'll even do the scar tissue regenerator. Pardon. Ichi. The scar tissue regenerator. Which I have been, against for some time. There's a baby bunny outside your window. Is he all hopped up? I'm so glad that I could manifest this moment for you outside your window. I'm taking credit. I love a good morning bunny. There is nothing quite so cute. Though nearly the size of Earth, Asaria, perhaps, contains only 28% of its mass. It has a trace atmosphere of neon and molecular nitrogen. But the predominant carbon dioxide has long since frozen and fallen to the surface as frost. While Asaria has a core of heavy metals, the bulk of the planet's volume consists of water ice. Several unique forms of long-chain carbon molecules have been recovered on the surface, pushed up from beneath the ice by cryovolcanic processes. This area has a large rocky moon, compositionally similar to Luna. There are triplet baby bunnies. I've been monitoring them and they're growing so fast. I mean, the bunny parents have 3 of them. Could we just adopt like 2 of them and then... No, that's not kind. Alright, that is indeed the platinum-rich planet. Start my scanner. We have the most platinum out of anything. So much platinum, if I'm being honest with you.
Probe away. Probe
But it
away.
is indeed quite rich.
Probe
Okay.
away.
Posted pics on your Instagram. I must see these. Do we follow each other on Instagram? Please pardon me. I have baby bunnies to see. Give me a moment. Give me a moment for bunny's sake. Sorry, scanner. I know I'm wearing down your battery. We do. Good. I'm so glad. Yes, I must see these. If there's one thing I will always tolerate in the middle of a thrilling mineral scanning experience, it's baby bunny pictures. Why are you so slow, phone? I'm about to look at them. I'm about to see the bunnies. I'm almost there. Oh, they're so sleepy. They're so little and sleepy. This has made my day. I like it when they get real low and they look more circular than usual. Oh, that's so cute. But I also like it when they stretch out real long. Either way. And the in-between. Like all stages of an accordion. Huge fan. Thank you for posting those. That's brightened my day immeasurably. Hello, hello. It is so nice to see you. Hot damn, some fresh Mass Effect 2. You goddamn right. I'm not sure why I've sworn at you, but it just seemed appropriate. Welcome to Mass Effect 2.
Launching probe.
I'm trying to clear out the few scant, resource-rich planets that our dear friend Liara, the Shadow Broker, has clued us in upon.
Probe launched.
Take it. And then we're gonna go to the Reaper IFF. That's my big plan. Get all the upgrades we can and then stick it to the man. That's my
Probe
motto.
launched.
Bunnies have been making my day every day. Every day I see them. It's very hard not to feel warmed and more complete as a human when you are bespying such fluffy cuteness. Well, come on, pick a side. I want both. I will not pick a side. I am a double agent for platinum and palladium.
Launching probe.
I am a double agent for PP. There's gotta be one more little skosh. Come on, I believe in you. It's the very definition of a skosh, but I'll take it. I will take it. Alright, the planet is not quite poor. Sorry. So much fuel. So much fuel for this. I should be, while I'm in these systems, completely draining them of resources. Otherwise, the fuel cost is a bit excessive. But I'm so near the limit of the resources I need anyway. It's fine. Plus, I've bought next to nothing, save a space hamster. Alright. Thank you. Tassale. I appreciate you. Omega Nebula. We're almost ready for our upgrade spree. The Omega 4 relay. I'll see you soon, you haunted little sweetheart. Iridium-rich planet this way. opposite ends of the fuel spectrum. Arin Larkan. Uther. Oh, what's going on here? Something exploded. Like a big-ass cheese wheel. No cheese for me, okay. Is this the only planet in the system? That's interesting. Punished. Ooh, daddy! With UV and gamma radiation from the Class F star it orbits, Uther is no one's first choice for a planet to live on. Covered in seawater, Uther has a hydrosphere and ozone layer similar to Earth's, but that simply isn't enough to ward off the life-killing radiation. Ow. Its nitrogen-rich, oxygen-poor atmosphere goes unchanged by the few proteins that have managed to form in the ocean depths. Uther, however, is served as a way station for slaves escaping their Batarian masters. What little land it has is tectonically stable, and its considerable radiation belt and electrical storms grant cover from the many common types of sensors. Fleeing ships typically hide on Uther long enough to discharge their gross drive cores and stock up on deuterium before trying to make it to the clusters and mass relay. Well, I'm glad I'm not going to strip it of deuterium then. Otherwise I would just be throwing a huge log in the way of this particular underground railroad. I will not have it.
Probe launched.
I know that you said it's nitrogen rich, but it sounded for a second like you said, it's nitrogen, bitch!
Launching probe.
I do get so excited about the nitrogen. I'd like to apologize.
Launching
Okay.
probe.
That's his Jack Nicholson. Weird. Weird thing to say.
Probe launched.
My goodness. You burst out of the bushes at me. Gave me quite a fright.
Probe launched.
Almost 200,000 platinum. I think the limit of what we ever need for any individual resource. Resource? Why did I say it like that? Is around 300,000. So the fact that we've already bought most of the upgrades and we're climbing back towards 300,000
Probe away.
probably means this has been a bit overkill. But we're gonna be so upgraded. Reapers, you don't know what's about to hit you.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Okay, I'll take it. Uther has become quite poor. Quite poor. But it's not depleted yet. Hardly worth a probe. Okay. Time to move along, it seems. It's not. Okay, fine. Just to even out my probes. Depleted. Good. Good. Alright, iridium-rich Kairavamorai. I like that little red planet. What's your name? Hi, I'm Catherine. Oh, it's got cute little pockmarks. Uwan Oche. Uon Prime. It's a stony planet encased in ice, under a methane-heavy sky. So poetic. Named for the Uon Consortium, the Batarian manufacturing firm that financed its exploration. Uon Oche's crust provides much of the boron allotropes used in Omnigel throughout the Terminus systems. The area has naturally become a haven for pirates, who attempt to steal the refined gel or its ingredients as soon as the cargo ships leave the atmosphere. Good to meet you. Alright, back to my iridium-rich. Sator. Say it. A rocky planet with a crushing atmosphere. Sator has been scanned from orbit but largely left unexplored due to its sweltering conditions. I say, I've got the vapors. Its atmosphere contains nitrogen, but also an unusually high percentage of ethane, which can coalesce in pockets near the surface. I've occasionally coalesced in pockets near the surface. The alumina-heavy crust of the planet can reach glowing hot temperatures during the daytime, reaching the ethane's auto-ignition temperature and creating pockets of flame across the landscape. Sounds metal as hell. For this reason, extravehicular activities are discouraged on Sator, and no company has been willing to invest in exploration. Cerberus, put your resources to good use. I am making you a heavy investor.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Alright, this will be the last planet we scan. You have my word. At least during this session. We might need to scan again later, but for this particular session, I've held you up long enough, and thank you. I have really nothing else witty to say about the nitrogen-rich atmospheres, so it's time to move along.
Probe launched.
But this should put us in pretty good standing. I don't know if we'll ever really need more resources than this. And we've put our shadow brokerage to good use. That's all that really matters. Go talk to Liara and be like, I need resources. And she's like, I spent days just tirelessly working late into the night to create this list of resources for you and then not use them? That would be a bad friend to do that. And if there's one thing I will not be to Liara, it is a bad friend.
Probe away.
Also a father figure, because that'd be weird. That would be weird.
Launching probe.
Down to good status. Down to moderate status. More
Probe
peaks.
away.
Should get us there. Nothing left witty to say about the nitrogen-rich atmosphere. Really need platinum. Let's leave it. Alright. Kairava Morai. Vartar. And we already looked at that one. Good. Just to put a 100% on it. For funsies. Back to the mass relay we go. One last refill of our probes and fuel, and then we will be off to the Reaper IFF. Thank you for your patience. 55 minutes of nonsense and mining, but now we're getting into the meat of the matter. Now that I've bored everyone to tears, we're getting to the meat of the matter. Acquire the Reaper IFF. But first, into the snowdrift.
No messages for you, Commander.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. who's ever slipped off of a roof in winter time will know that it's best to go butt first into the snowdrift. So heavy pistol critical. It is just so expensive for these last couple. Let me start with the 10,000s. Oh, do I really? Yeah. Heavy pistol damage. Let's make sure this is done. 50,000 platinum. Good thing that's what I have the most of, or I'd be quite upset. I don't really need to do advanced training. All of these are sort of like DLC thingies, if I'm remembering right. And we have other options for them, so I won't put a priority on that. These are definitely doable. Getting more expensive when it comes to the element 0, though. That's troublesome. You've minded your business? I have indeed. And it is so nice to see you there. Welcome, welcome. Alright. So, 28,000. This will take me down another 10,000 total, leaving me at 18. Worth it? Sure. Especially since there weren't additional tiers that unlocked. I'll take it. The more expensive they get, the more additional tiers I unlock. So 15,000 is about the lowest it goes. That's sad for me. But we'll just get in there. Just get in there rough and dirty with the iridium. I like it rough and dirty. What? Am I still live? Oh no. Ooh, I got an achievement. Weapon Specialist. Fully upgrade a weapon. Thank you. Platinum and iridium. We can do it. We have the technology. What is the prerequisite? Why is that so hard to say? One more sniper rifle damage, so I must just need to find that out on a mission, or maybe I've already missed my opportunity. But fully upgraded. Hooray, hurrah. That's all I really wanted. Yeah, I guess it's been a while since we've actually spoken to everyone.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my
there.
word. Disgusted
Feelings?
by his actions.
Might also be wise before
Proud
we
of
go
his
to
nerve,
Hockey
though.
Nata.
Almost thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
Yeah. You're awfully relaxed. No, I think he's well relaxed, and that's fine. Nothing awful
What about
about it.
Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already.
When
Lots to do. Talk later?
Is it going to be important, Morton? Tell me, point to me on the calendar when exactly that research on the genophage is going to become very important. Around Mass Effect 3? Okay, good to know. Good to know, Morton. Let me double check with this.
Shepard, how can I help?
That was his, loyalty quest resolution dialogue. Now, how about
Have you got a minute to
personal?
talk?
Not at moment. Think I've unlocked collector interest in humans.
good.
Wait, no. Only one heart. Krogan have two. Scratch that. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Chased out all the leads, Morton. You'll figure it out eventually. Alright, checking in with Jacob.
Commander, can I help you with something?
It's my first time checking in on the crew in such
I'm more interested in just
fine
talking for a
evening
bit.
wear.
Sounds good. I could use some downtime. There's always something, right? The way some people talk, we may as well be dead already. Hard for the crew to relax on this kind of job.
Ship does need a bar, and we also need a Guinan. But that's not going to happen because her day-to-day rate has become quite expensive. It's worth it. It is worth it, but we just can't afford Guinan. Yeah, we'll keep it
No
cash.
kidding. The next Normandy gets a lounge.
They better not need to do this again. Rebuilding everything was a pain in the ass.
I can verify that.
Yeah,
I could
bet you
I
can.
could massage that
I
for
doubt
you
they'll
if the
front the
pain
money to
is...
stitch me back together if we screw it up. It's a hell of a job, isn't it, Shepard? Being the good guys.
Yeah. You work on your attitude. Why would you say that?
Wouldn't be the high road if it was easy.
You've got to figure if all the people hoping we
cliche.
win stood up, the collectors would have a much bigger fight on their hands.
But it's fine.
Claws, whatever. I bet we have a lot more friends once we win. Hope we live to see it.
I hear that.
Anyway, I need to get back to work. Good talking to you.
And you, Jacob. Let me know about that ass pain. Very nimble fingers and nothing but time. Check in with Joker in the cockpit. Almost said the pilot pit. That's not a thing. Quick check in with Joker in the pilot pit. Edie,
Yes,
how's you?
Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
I guess not.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
That's all for now.
Logging you
I
in.
was just hoping we could chit-chat, but maybe I'm not programmed for that.
Commander,
How's your
I assume
cockpit?
everything's going well up here?
quiet enough. What the?
Trouble?
No, it's nothing. Son of a... Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop
What have you
it.
done?
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Love them. A tempestuous little pranking relationship. It's fantastic. Deep down, they love each other madly. It's not even that deep down. Kelly Chambers, do you have any casual dialogue for me?
I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Caden Alenko was there. How did that go?
I wish I could get his big-ass face off my desk, but it was nice to see him.
It was
It
good
went
to
well.
see him.
Do you have strong feelings for him?
I have respectable, collegiate feelings for him. It's all in the past, Kelly. If you're looking for an opening to ask me out for a drink, the runway is clear, Kelly. I don't want to say I don't have feelings for him. That's just rude, but it is in the
What we had
past.
together is in the past now.
I'm sorry. Parting ways with someone so close is never easy.
Oh no, it's easy. Thank you. for
I
consoling
appreciate
me.
that, but I'll be okay.
Anyway, how
Though
may I
my-
help you, Commander?
Past romantic history with Caden is largely accidental due to poor dialogue choices, and we've never actually smooched. I do appreciate your consolation.
Do
How are
you have a
you?
moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Investigate. So it's like we've asked her all of these. I know that there are some dialogue options that you can ask again, and after loyalty thresholds, say, there will be new information or responses. I don't know if these are any of those. There's only one way to find out.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the
Pilot,
greatest
sounds
threat
like
known to
medical
humanity. How do I feel?
Wrong.
Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
We will not fail. And if you ever doubt it, just look at the military might of my
Don't
dress.
worry. We'll defeat the
No.
collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I would get you. I do wonder if this dialogue option, I'd embrace you, leads to Kelly being able to feed your fish. Which would be nice, but I'm not gonna seduce a woman just so that she'll feed my fish. That's abusive and strange. I would catch you, Kelly. You are very
Your
dear
trust
to
is
me.
well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Oh no, I'm good for now. It's nice to see
I
you,
better
though.
go.
Okay, Maybe we'll talk later.
Oh, we got Paragon points.
No messages for you, Commander.
Wow. No messages. Well, check again. Alright, so we talked to Jacob, we talked to Morden. Okay, we'll go top to bottom. Better than going bottom first. I don't want these emails. Stop sending me these emails. I'm busy. Alright, let's check in with Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you
Miranda.
have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'd been meaning to speak with you, in fact.
I was hoping so. One second.
I wanted to apologize.
I missed the
I
entire
didn't fully
transition to the
believe you'd be
couch.
up to the task,
How did we get here?
and it seems I was wrong. Frankly, based on what I've
If you
seen,
would
I
admit,
wish
Miranda.
Cerberus had recruited you earlier.
Don't really have a pressing need to soliloquize. Let's just keep it
With your
on subject.
intelligence, you could have landed any job you wanted. Why choose this?
Because I still envy the time Morden spent with the Special Tasks Group, working with people as smart as he was. Cerberus never tells me that something is impossible. They give me my resources and say do it. And they've given you even more. A new life, a new ship, the elusive man's personal attention.
You do sound unhappy, but let me work around
Best
to
thing
it.
he did was to put you on my squad.
You'd have done fine without me.
Yeah,
I may not have believed it before, but I don't have
butter
what you do.
up.
That fire that makes someone willing to follow you into hell itself.
It's just red eyeshadow is all. You should try it.
My father got me the
Slap
best
some on.
jeans money could buy. Guess it wasn't enough.
Are you ashamed of your perfect genes? Is that what's happening here? This again?
You always bring up your genetic tailoring. It really bothers you, doesn't it?
This is what I am, Shepard. I can't hide it. The intelligence, the looks, even the biotics. He paid for all of that. Every one of your accomplishments is due to your skill. The only things I can take credit for are my mistakes.
I am sorry you feel that way. And I do believe that it's not
You're
true.
not coasting on good genes, Miranda. Your ability and your dedication speak for themselves.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate that. I should get back to work, but thank you for coming by.
Oh, you're already back over there? We're not gonna gently embrace on the couch? Okay. Okay. Can't get everything you want
Commander,
in life. It's fine.
What can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
Love these little
Maybe another
conversations
time.
with the crew.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Almost as much as I love getting rejected. In favor of calibrations. Dr. Chakwas, you absolute stud muffin. I'll be right there. What a Dr. Chakwas we have here.
Shepard, need me for something?
Hey,
Have
baby.
you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. Optimizing weapons
Yes.
charges, planning attack
Didn't reject
vectors,
me for
you know,
calibrations.
Relaxing. I'm still trying to figure out how to prepare for this mission. Humans don't deal with stress the way Turians do.
Oh no, we get all sweaty and nauseous. It's true. What about Ilos? I must be forgetting what that has to do with the mission at hand. We could ease the stress together. Big boy. Investigate. Calibrate our chances of survival.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis,
won't.
I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. and I'm with you regardless.
If we do lose people, it's just gonna be... What's his name? I can't remember. I've tried to push him from my mind so hard. It's the guy that already died. Never mind. Girl, how'd you get all that in them jeans? I'll have to go back and ask Miranda that question. I think it's important to know. How did you get all that in those perfect jeans? What would you suggest as a Turian we prepare? Some sort of facial
How do
moisturizer?
Turian
or...
crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline
Slap
than your
each other on
alliance,
the
but
bum
fewer
bones.
personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat
picturing
sims,
it.
even
It's
full
fine.
contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
Full contact sparring, you say? Would you ever fully contact me in a physical manner?
Turian
Would you?
ships have crewmen
you be
fighting
interested
each
in-
other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's
She's just
throats.
chilling in the
Nerves,
corner.
mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I do kind of feel like we had this conversation before, but I'm just happy to be
I
talking to
assume you
Garrus,
took her
so
down gently.
we'll continue.
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship.
Did.
I had reach, but she had
This
flexibility.
saucy conversation.
It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Oh, Garrus. Tell me about Ilos. Head shake.
I thought you'd be used
Perfect.
to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about trekking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Alright. I don't think there is anything new. We can pursue him in a... Just gently flick the thumbstick up to...
Thanks
There's
for
no
the talk,
time.
Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
I love you dearly, Garrus. And I would, in a heartbeat, tap that. But as your commanding officer, I'm just gonna keep those feelings to myself and bury it deep down. Deep, deep down. Dr. Chakwas, I've come to violate some of our more stringent HR policies.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later,
Just wanted to
Doctor.
look at you.
Commander.
Smooches. Alright, who else do we got in here? Whoop! Samara. Nice to have an opportunity to see everyone in their new stealth gear, too.
I wanted to
This is really
check
cool.
in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
I'm interested in
Flatters and
hearing
flatters
more
me.
about Asari Justicars.
Apparently, there's not
We
much
hold
more
a
to say.
unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There are only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
I mean, it sounds rough. Sounds like a rough situation, but I'm not going to call her entire Career choice, terrible. Tell me about the code. Is it 4226?
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
Oh, it's
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
How flexible are you?
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does
Rude
not
to
exist
ask
to
her.
bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
It's super badass to hear, actually. Everyone who I seem like a personal hero to, I would kill if I had to. Why? We weren't even in that arena, but I'm
What role
impressed
do you think
that you're thinking
Justicars
that far
have in
ahead.
Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
Sounds hot. Do you enjoy killing? Watching the lifeless corpses fall beneath you, the blood pooling, expanding out. Your rage, your bloodlust, hoping with each kill that it will be sated, but only growing more potent.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
Do you ever regret it, or no? Let's not even ask. Let's not even ask that. Do you ever romance the
Does
code?
the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such.
Well,
that part of my life is well behind me.
That's fair. I wasn't gonna ask anyway. I was just curious. I feel so rejected.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
I am nearly 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires. But your curiosity is quite welcome.
Aw, she didn't have to throw me a bone like that, but it was so sweet of her to do so. What do you know of us? Fleshy
You
meat
know about
bags.
knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
Do you hate us? Do you hate me, specifically? I have social anxiety. I need to know. I need to be
What did
reassured.
your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
Again, very sweet of you to say. Thank you so much for your generous nature towards
I should
humans.
go.
And me.
I'm
And your
glad
time.
we spoke.
Always a pleasure. Alright. Crew quarters. Carry on. Thane, we have never had an official chance to speak with him. Prepare your ears. This is about to get quite
Do you
hot.
need something?
I don't know why his sunglasses seem so 80s. They do not look futuristic. They just look like the 80s, and it makes me happy. We can finally talk about other things besides your imminent son
You mind
issues.
if I ask you a few questions?
Can we?
Not at all.
Normandy upgrades,
We need to have the
yes.
best
This is
equipment
by
possible to
far the
take on
most
the
important.
collectors. You have any leads I could chase
Get to
down?
know Thane
I've
emotionally.
already upgraded the Normandy's exploration probes. I have no additional suggestions.
I guess he did say that already. Then never mind. And you are the one who gave me probes. Thank you, Thane. Okay, good. Then I'm sorry I got excited.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask.
Thane is in the Matrix. Hell yeah. How are you feeling after the whole sun resolution?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
Do you mind if I call you Daddy? I guess is what I'm asking. You're not a typical assassin, because you're much, much deadlier. And super obsessed with snapping necks. How did you get this job? We recruited you. I specifically recruit. That's... How do you not know this, Catherine? You don't seem confident. Don't make him even more
If you don't mind my
self-conscious.
saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
Fair enough. Did you enjoy being a 6-year-old? Did you find it to be thrilling? A world of possibility? Or were you one of those ancient, depressed children like I was?
Killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
Also a child. Child of 6.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
I sure would like to. I guess in that one film, jellyfish noir film, I don't remember the name of it.
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us. Some of us from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
Not necessarily.
Why was
either
your
of
race
those
going
options.
extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes. When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then the smell of
It's a
spice
shame
on the
to see his
spoon.
gorgeous eyes.
Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Nothing to apologize for. What was that?
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your
I
time.
don't mean to trouble you. I have all the time in the world, but if you don't want to talk about it, that's perfectly fine. You can just come right out and say it. Anything else you wanna?
You mind if I ask you a few
Discuss.
questions?
Not at all.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
I should go.
Oh, that's fair.
I shall return to my meditations.
It was so nice to see you. Okay. Got in there. How about port observation? Kasumi. May I sit?
People are talking out there, and I hear it all.
I may not
Jacob
sit.
deserves
That's
better
fair.
than a father like that. I probably would have wanted to shoot him too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we wanted to shoot him, all right. Okay, that should be everyone on that floor. Deck 4 engineering. For our final companions, I know I promised you. The Reaper IFF, and here I am dialoguing, but we'll get there. there's time yet. Grunt, you look spectacular in your little knee
Not
pads.
Grunt. I like it. I have a clan. That makes me... It makes me want to fight, not just able to. And Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
I don't want to scold him. That's not the right thing here, but save it for the collectors is also a little scoldy. But maybe he'd appreciate a firm hand, gently cupping his... a firm hand verbally.
Can you focus that on our real enemy, or do I have to lock you up for the ship's safety?
I get it now. It's part of what I am. It was just delayed because of being tank-bred. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
Well, I'm sure we can keep finding targets.
There's no danger of that. They're practically lining up.
Everyone gets a turn. Ha! Wouldn't want it any other way.
So cute. Good to talk with you, Grunt.
Shepard.
I don't think he had
Just checking in. How are you doing?
Humans talk too much.
Ship
Like the
upgrade.
tank.
He might have given me
Come
that
back
first
later.
Krogan armor upgrade. Which we definitely unlocked, so we should be pretty good when it comes to Grunt.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
I love how detailed his head scales are. Just a gorgeous design. Alright, we go down to Jack. Zaid over here in starboard. He is indeed.
Shepard,
With Zaid.
I was just waxing goddamn nostalgic. Tough fight on Horizon. I fought slavers and kidnapping rings, but nothing like that. Some slavers took a little girl on a colony in the Skepsis system. Girl woke up, fought her way out, got picked up by my band well on her way to Omega. 8 years old. She'd have had no chance on Horizon. Collectors and Protheans. It's all above my pay grade. I'm more used to putting down rebellions, tracking down bastards who didn't pay their gambling debts. Still, even I know a galaxy-shaking revelation when I hear one. Makes fighting land wars for pay seem small time.
Welcome to the big time, Zaid. And you're
I was
welcome.
down and out when I found that gun. Jesse was the first weapon I got my hands on.
Sure, it's fascinating.
Took her
Thanks,
everywhere.
thanks, Zaid.
She didn't have much punch, but reliable
was rude.
as all hell.
That was rude. I'm sorry, Zaid. Alright, checking in with Jack. How's it going? She also has cool glasses.
Hey,
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
Yeah, sure.
I doubt
Anytime.
Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's,
Doubt we'd be able to stop you.
I've been
genuinely.
around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
Did any of them survive? When you eventually began to crush their tracheas
What'd
and
you
such?
do when you found out?
What do you think?
Tracheas, sure. Nope, understood. You are bitter as hell. I just tasted you? Girl, what's up with that?
It's hard to imagine you in a cult.
I was looking for... It was all about... They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
You must have met some good people, too.
You've seen where I came from. Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game.
Great.
Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all. And that's the boring shit.
Stolen arson.
Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
What did you vandalize? It's a good one. We gotta save it then. Military craft, piracy.
You were a pirate too?
Piracy.
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
Theft of a military craft.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked. Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
One hell of a parade.
A space station? You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
And the best story
I'm
of all.
surprised you'd even mention vandalism in that bunch.
That's what the Hanar call it when you crash that space station I mentioned into one of their moons and make a new crater.
Oh,
They really
vandalism.
Like that moon.
I see. Jack, you absolute champion. I don't see what there is to regret, really. Just some good old-fashioned murders.
Illuminating. That's about all I can take for now.
Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Hey.
Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm done talking. Come back later.
I should go.
That's fair.
Okay, talk later.
That is fair. Alright, so Tali. Our last engineering-based squadman. And don't let Jack or Saeed know it, but probably my favorite. I mean, who
Did you hear
could
that we were
resist
sharing our
Tali?
deck with a Krogan?
Well, ain't that peachy?
So shiny. Look at you.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Like you were looking at something naughty. The way you whirled around to face me. Let me see. Let me see what you were working
Have
on.
you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
Could I interest you in maybe getting sloppy while doing some suit repair? Is that how we flirt? How sick are you? Sounds like a rude thing to ask. Like, are you okay? Is fine, but how sick are you? Are you gonna rephrase it, Catherine?
Sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really,
a good
it's
way to
not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic
How
reaction?
sick are you?
Right.
Totally
Say
gnarly,
I get
dude.
exposed to a human disease, like... What did
Hell
Navigator
yeah.
Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect
imagine what
life,
happens when you're
plants
nauseous in a
developed
helmet like
symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't have all been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld in our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first, and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except... well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
Oh.
I appreciate the thought, Tally. And I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Nevertheless, I'd be honored to link suits with you, Shepard. You know, if you were a Quarian and we weren't already on a suicide mission. I'm going to tinker a bit more. Thanks for coming by.
Genuine pleasure, Tally. Genuine pleasure. Alright, I think we've caught up with everyone. We'll definitely want to check back with them again, as people obviously have follow-ups to the discussions we've been having, but they're too shy for the moment. Talk to Grunt, for sure. For some reason I keep thinking Grunt is on another level, but he's not. Check in the captain's cabin. Make sure my fish aren't dead. Please don't be dead, fish. Yay! Feed them! Whew. We made it. Okay. My ship collection is coming along quite well. In fact, is it complete? I don't think there are any more bars on which to perch model ships. Glorious. Good time to save it, I suppose. As it has been a while. So, it's almost been 2 hours. We have not gotten to the Reaper IFF. I had better race that way in our remaining 20 minutes or so, see how far we can get. Though it may be just an extra long session, if and you don't mind. Because after all of that preparatory work, you deserve some pew-pew time, I'm sure. Alright. That's really lame. Hawking Eta. Hawking Eta. Sorry you had to hear that. Thorn system. Quite a ways away, but that's fine. Ooh. Ooh, we made it. So the derelict Reaper. We have a little moon. Gotta check out the little moon. Lethe. The largest moon of Nemosine. Massive enough to retain its own thin atmosphere of methane and nitrogen. Heated by the brown dwarf. That's a good way to be heated. To relatively moderate temperatures. Nearly the size of Earth, but its overall density is low, suggesting a paucity of valuable heavy metals. Tidally locked to Nemosine, one hemisphere always bathed in the brown dwarf's red heat and dim red light. Quick check in the asteroid field, and we're ready. Boop. Alright, it's mission time. Orbiting Mnemosyne is a 2-kilometer-long ship with the unmistakable profile of a Reaper. It is giving off power signatures in localized areas, but they are far weaker than a ship this size would indicate. The Reaper seems to maintain a mass effect field that has kept it from falling into the failed star, but massive holes have been blasted and melted into parts of the hull and remain unrepaired. The only logical conclusion is that the Reaper died, or was at least reduced to minimal functioning, a long time ago. Engage. Alright. Reaper technology, Geth technology, we're bringing Tali for such a thing. Classic Garrus and Tali combo? Or would Morden be helpful in the whole? Keeping us alive through sheer intelligence business. Garrus, get in here, you cutie. Alright, I've got 1 squad point. Tali has 3. Could do energy drain. Sure. Tired of looking at that sweet little
Doing my
ship.
best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph. There's a second ship
500
alongside
kittens
the
per
Reaper.
hour.
It's not transmitting any IFF, but the LADAR paints its silhouette as Geth.
I guess we know why the science team stopped reporting in. What just happened?
That shaky cam.
The Reaper's mass effect fields are still active. We just passed inside their envelope.
It's so smooth in here.
Eye of the
Thanks,
hurricane,
Reaper.
huh?
In the eye of a hurricane. Alright, got my collector assault rifle. It's happening!
Exploring an
so
abandoned
excited.
area, expecting something
glad to
mechanical
share
and
this with
nasty to jump out at any moment. Just like old times.
You know it. Alright. Terminal. Down fine. Boop, boop. Bring it around town. There we go. A quick bypass. And the work log.
The airlock has been installed at the far end of the hold section. We have begun pressurization for shirt sleeves work. The crew is edgy.
Shirt sleeves.
I reassure them it is mere nerves, a superstitious reaction to what this hulk represents. The corpse of a vast ancient life form. Privately, I can't deny the atmosphere. The angles of the walls seem to press down on you. I find myself clenching my teeth.
Indoctrination is an insidious means. And then the rest that I missed. Shh. Quiet, door.
We finished cataloging specimens A203 to B016. No evidence of active nanotechnology noted. Dr. Chindana believes they would have decayed over the last 37 million years. There's not enough data to support his claim. He asserts that the truth is patently obvious. I am concerned. Chindana has been staring at the samples for hours. He says he's listening to them.
Looked down at the little desk and I was like, oh, they have cute little bobbleheads of Garrus and Tali. And then I was like, oh no, that's the squad notifier on the UI. I see. Alright, saving it here before we get into steely combat, Garrus. Prepare your thighs for steely combat.
No What just
Yes,
happened?
sir.
The Reaper put up kinetic barriers. I don't think we can get through from our side.
As curious as I am about Reapers, I'd rather not be trapped inside one.
Sure.
We'll have to take down the barrier generators from in here. Any idea where they are?
At the moment of activation, I detected a heat spike in what is likely the Rex Mass Effect core, sending the coordinates now. Be advised, this core is also maintaining the Reaper's altitude.
So when we take the barriers down to escape, the wreck falls into the planet core.
And that means everyone dies. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. It would be nice to have this ship. I don't know if we need this ship. We need certain things from it, for sure. We'll grab those things, and then you can have the ship, Brown Dwarf. It's
If
fine.
any helmsman can pull us off this thing before it reaches crush depth, it's you. We'll make a sweep for survivors and recover what data we can. Stand by.
Aye, aye. Good hunting.
Good hunting to you as well.
Everyone's dead. I've seen this too many times.
I'm sorry to make you see it again, Garrus. But what about the Hulk's hands? Did they see those anywhere? I've been missing mine for a while, and it'd be cool if they could keep an eye out for them. I will definitely search the hulking wreck of the Reaper for your Hulk's hands, just in case.
You're married? You never mentioned that.
Katie had anger management issues. When my brother got married, the best man tried to hit on her. She kicked him down the church steps.
What? Katie's my wife. I must have told you this story.
No, I know my wife. I remember, that day was the only time I saw her wear stockings.
Yeah, the kind with seams up the back. That's what I remember, too.
It's all
hell is
melded
this?
together.
How can we remember the same thing?
It sounds like the Reaper was
Because your
affecting their
brains.
minds.
Sorry, Garrus. Because your brains are pudding was going to be my technical explanation. The Court of Ass? I'm guilty as charged.
We've got trouble.
Do we? Husks?
High
I
pressure
imagine.
inside the husks. You want me to blow them
How
up?
would you do that? How would you light my entire posterior on
The
fire?
technology for making husks came from the Geth themselves.
Geth origin never made sense to me.
Stop it.
This confirms
Naughty
it's
monkey.
from the Reapers.
Bad. Coming up from below. That's why he appeared behind me suddenly. What a weird way to die. I mean, it's your prerogative, but weird. Weird.
Want some more?
Whittle them down a bit more from a distance before I get into the melee. So this is probably not the best opportunity for a shotgun. Get away from my Tali.
Firing a high-impact shot!
Bad boy. What you gonna do? Alright.
Shields
Me, Tali. They really can't stun lock yet when they get in a group like that. What a shame it is. What a shame it is to be so stun locked.
There we go!
In there from every angle. I guess it didn't actually pull off my unity. Good. Alright, everybody fine and dandy? You're certainly dandy. Look at you. Oh no. You have not seen the infamous video.
Third day with this.
I have to share this and bring you into the cult.
Now would have let me have a few hours off. God damn! What? That thing, that just gray thing, it disappeared when I looked straight at it. It came out of the damn wall, where we took off that panel. locked down. I'm telling you, the ship isn't dead. It knows we're inside it. Calm down. Now I'm getting a headache.
So you believe him then? Now that you're also getting the headache, you believe that he has a right to not calm down, and... No, you're still gonna be selfish? Okay. Okay, second guy.
Sniper! I couldn't see the shooter.
Somebody's alive.
Survivor from the science team.
Peekaboo! We're nice. We're friendly and sweet. Sometimes we make silly jokes that you'll probably appreciate. I'd love to stay alive long enough to tell you one.
We can use this.
There's that sniper rifle damage upgrade I needed for that last... Yes, it's all coming together. Do I need to hide from the sniper rifle, or will they recognize me as a nice person
Go get them,
who do
Tutika.
nothing to harm? Unless I accidentally come around the corner blind firing. My harm. Just that little lowy distraction, Tolly. That works.
One less to worry about.
Alright. Seems like it's about to get a little complicated in the big room.
Go for the up.
What I'm talking about, there's this delightful
Go for the up. I've lost shields.
Australian maker of TikTok videos.
Scratch one.
It's a theme song of sorts that tickles me to no end. It's sort of an inside joke amongst our little community. Sorry, I think I just executed Tolly. Straight up executed her. Sorry about your legs. Sorry about your butt, Garrus. Nothing to be sorry for, though. Do you mind? I'm trying to kill your friend. Stop it. You stop. They are everywhere. Right, you, sir. Too, sir. Welcome to the grave. At least he's not seemingly sentient. Works out in my favor. Do this all day. See if we can perhaps find it and throw a link in the Discord when I'm done here. Because it's just great. It's a bit of fun. Alright, locked room over here. As long as it's not the progress path, I'm all good for it. If it is the progress path, boo. Boo to it. I'm smelling progress. Darn it. I smelled so much progress, I didn't listen to my instincts.
We've gone 5 days without a workplace death.
Oh, good. 5 whole days. I've almost certainly missed something up in that big room. Thinking that that would be the way to go. Hey. Protecting me. Protecting me from the mindless husks. You've earned my trust. Wearing
Commander.
my armor? like an N7
Sniper
stripe.
Geth. Since when do Geth talk to organics?
It shouldn't be able to talk. A single Geth has no more intelligence than a Varen.
Let me back to check the big room. Oh, fine. Fine, we'll go on without any of the rare collectibles. Get out of here. Stop wheezing. Harris? You, buddy? Getting a little ahead of the group. I mean, I trust you. Oh, there you are. I don't have like a nice gentle grenade or anything, do I? Slam. Slam them all. Explosive drone. I don't seem to have. This grenade. Been the time for it. Don't you stun lock me! Don't you do it!
Get ready to fight.
There we go. Got you.
There you hulking mess back there. I think I found your Hulk hands. Down. Stay away from my boyfriend. Stay away from my girlfriend, too. Here are your Hulk hands.
Combat drones away.
Alright. Probably gonna need my particle beam later. Let's just keep it simple. Suppose I could put incendiary on this. Here we go.
Taking heavy fire!
Alright, I saw a terminal around here somewhere. I kinda thought it would be on this side. Terminal, there we go. Good. These are lost Medi-gel while we're at it.
Heads up!
That has a laser sight now. Which comes in quite handy. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Good. Strange that this small pistol can cut a man's torso completely in twain. But I appreciate it, and will continue to do so in future. Get down here. We need to use one first, so I'll just... Oh, good, we didn't.
Enemy!
Say I'll just take the credits, but... Go right between you. There you go. Between them eyes.
Taking fire.
Ground technique. I don't want to get out of here now. Before I get swarmed. And let's go. Shotgun. It's over, Anakin. How dare you get me with your ground technique again? This is just fantastic.
Firing a high impact shot.
Absolute ball. Punch him in the breadbasket. Kick him in the knee.
Nothing's faster than
Knee.
Jatika
Don't kick me in the knee. Okay, we still got the hulking abomination down there. Yes, please. Please do post it. Bring everyone on the same page. I would appreciate it. That's devastating to my health. Alrighty. Injury. Pain trends lower every session. It's absolutely fair. Especially when I'm being swarmed. I tend to just close my eyes and pull. Right in your little granny satchel. Full of treats, no doubt, for your children, grandchildren. Okay. Got a pistol for a moment. Should have been using my beam weapon that entire time. If they were going to give me free ammo for it. Did not. Save it again before I find a dumb way to die. The grandchildren were also in the satchel? Oh no. I'm a monster.
Look out!
Nothing's faster than Jatika.
Stay far enough away from that silly ground technique. Let's try to...
One less to worry about.
Shoot you right in your little Tony Stark reactor.
I've lost the shield. Stay down.
I got too close.
Yes!
There we go. My last sniper bullet put to good use. No saving. Because of you! No saving. Because of you! Saving. Hooray. Alright, getting there. Once again, they're gonna give me a bunch of free particle beam ammo, and I have not used it. I need to stop doing that.
Eyes up front.
Let's use it.
And
Oh, you scared me. I saw the slender outline of your goat legs and thought better of it. Shrapnel in my eye. Necessarily the best armor melter around, but I'll take it. Okay, you. We good?
yours, Jatika.
We good. Hold still.
Hostile spotted.
I'll take that, thank you. Just love coming up from there, don't you?
Destroying the Mass Effect core should be simple enough.
Then we get off the ship, fast.
Unlike the wealth of explosive crates set out for you, which you have completely ignored. It's very true. I don't like loud noises. They scare me. So I just figured I'd try to avoid shooting all of the crates. Really could have cut back on their numbers there. Alright. This looks important. I have to make a desperate decision. I'll take those credits, thanks. And otherwise we're clear? Hold on. There might be a collectible. Just gotta check. There might be something. Where? It's like a safe or a terminal I could buy. I can't quite find it. Never mind. I'm glad we checked.
Must be it.
So the Cerberus team did recover it. But where are they now?
Yes, absolutely. If you don't mind posting it, that would be great. I'm sorry you had to deal with a very hungry pibble. Or I'm glad you had to deal with a very hungry pibble, because that sounds cute. Watch out, buddy. You defended me, I'll defend you. You don't need it. You have a much better pistol than I do. Good. Cool man. Cool
Weapons
man
ready.
made out of wires. Find a different corner to stand in.
Careful.
Can I have your pistol?
Go for the optic.
Really appreciate
Go for the optic.
if you would give me your pistol. I'm walking right into them. I'm pushing my buns right into their spawn point. This way.
Go get him, Chatika. Good girl.
Too far. Oh good, you're dead. Alright, trying to get some goodies. Moment to breathe. Okay, my friend? I didn't see you take damage. Was I supposed to actually defend you, or is there a cutscene that's about to play where I gently pick you up off the floor and cradle you in my bosom? Ah, destroy the Reaper Core, sure. It's gonna take a while. It's also gonna take a while. I'm so impatient. There we go. How dare you?
Behind us!
Round two. Behind us? That's to the side of us, Garrus.
Nothing faster than Chatika on the hog.
Not doing a tremendous amount of damage to them, it seems. With any of my typical weaponry. Stop it. I'm sensitive back there. Ooh. Garrus, defend me. Defend my sensitive backside. Darn you, railing.
Scratch one!
I was trying to be an action hero and save Tali. And you made a fool out of me, railing. Alright, here we go again. Phase 3.
Trouble behind.
Concussive shot ready.
Hold still. Oh, what the hell were you doing in my ear? I'm actually frightened. That was so close. What are you doing?
Combat drone ready.
Please reload now. Alright, it's time to slam them. Maybe do a quick... Wait for that.
Shields down.
Quick ability if they get any more hits in on my face. Seems like the stun locking also prevents me from doing Unity sometimes.
Got one.
Never mind, you didn't need me. Look, Garrus. Husks are on some of that Nox scary farm shit.
Shepard, you want something done with that Geth?
Pop
It's still
out
intact.
Moan in my
Leave
ear.
it there. You know what they are. If it gets into Normandy's computers.
Oh, I've got questions. Into our computers. He's
You said it
good.
yourself. No one's ever found one intact.
That's true, but I'm not sure it's worth the risk, Shepard.
There's no time to debate it, Tali. Come on.
I was expecting to have to make a choice, but that's fine.
Open the port side airlock.
Aye,
Okay. I don't know why. I expected there to be gravity, and that to be a very poor idea, but it all worked out.
We're clear.
Chuck
Go.
his corpse into the airlock. Yeet. Sweet. The old yeet and sweet. We did it. Reaper IFF successfully retrieved. Loss of Cerberus team on the Reaper vessel unfortunate, but unsurprising. We'll use team's health records for comparisons against Hulk's. Can't stop thinking about Hulk now. Pardon me. Husks encountered on Reaper for possible insight into indoctrination and Husk conversion process. Shotgun damage, sniper rifle damage. Pew, pew. Credits, platinum, all good, elusive man. All good things. And we have a new little toy slash friend.
Piece of salvage we recovered. For now, we've stored it in Edie's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things on Eden Prime. Space it.
Cerberus has a long-standing cash bounty for an intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
You don't say. I'm more interested in the scientific knowledge slash potential friendship with a living Geth. But cash reward, you say? I am piqued. Yeah, why is he wearing N7
I want to know
armor?
why it has a piece of N7 armor strapped to its chest.
Battle trophy, maybe?
That is my biggest question.
Would machine care about that?
No, trophies imply emotions that AIs don't have. I doubt it's more than a convenient field repair.
I've killed hundreds of these things, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. This one tried to communicate with us. Hell, it probably saved our lives. Why?
Reactivating the Geth is a risk. If you do so, it should be for humanity's best interests, and not your curiosity.
I still think our best interests involve
Sometimes
an
they
airlock.
intertwine. That's all the info I get. I do want to talk to it first. Cerberus does not get the Geth. How dare you? Hands off.
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've got here. I want to start it up, interrogate it.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee
keep it
we
away
can
from the
deactivate
computers.
it again.
Bullets can.
That's not what I...
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendations. I've made my decision.
Tally's gonna freak when she hears about this.
Yeah,
So what
I'll
about
talk
this
to
Reaper
Tally.
IFF?
I have determined how to integrate it with our systems. However, the device is Reaper technology. Linking it with the Normandy's systems poses certain risks.
Can you isolate a section of the network and ensure that no main ship functions are on that isolated section? Edie, you know what to do.
Trust you, Edie. I know you won't let anything happen to the ship.
Understood, Shepard. It may take
Maybe I'll
several
chew through
hours
the
before the
wires
IFF
myself.
is ready for shakedown. I will alert you as soon as it is ready.
Sounds good. Till then, it's business as usual. Crew dismissed.
Renegade? But 22 Paragon. That's right. Alright, we have new upgrades. That sneeze is coming back around. It's a good thing I had a napkin over there. I'd be doing so much Lysol wiping right now. Anyway, shotgun. Thank you. Is Edie winking at you? I love her little design. Alright, sniper rifle damage. 7,500, sure. Now we can get that headshot damage. Hell yeah. Head yeah. Didn't work. You can't say that. Sorry, I said that. 4 out of 5 shotgun damage, sure. Both of those would have helped me deeply on that mission, so hopefully they will also help me in the future. Thanks, Morden. Mwah. Love you, buddy. I think I kinda split my lip when I sneezed. That tastes of blood. That tastes of rich metals.
Jack's tattoos are beautiful. As colorful as her past, I'm sure. I have concerns with her temper, though.
You have worries about Jack?
I know she'll be solid under fire, but her attitude suggests deep personal issues. She pushes people away, yet
Amongst
approaches
us
sex casually.
does not
I
have
don't think
deep
she
personal
understands
issues.
her own motivations. Just be careful when talking about personal matters.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. I know you just want the best
I'll
for
do my
me.
best not to piss her off.
Please warn me if you fail. I want a chance to hide. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal.
Oh,
Anything
good.
else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll
Thank
be
you,
here if you
Kelly.
need anything.
You are a rising star.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its
Hell,
impact on the Normandy
You've
systems.
already risen.
I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute, Edie. I got spam emails. From Erdnot Darg. Dear Human, the clan leader told me how to get in touch with you. I don't remember much of what happened, but the chief scout said you pulled my quad... gross. Out of the fire when I got caught and poisoned over at the Werelock camp. Thanks. Next time I have a chance to kill a human, I won't. Unless I go into a blood rage or something, you know. I got to go to the female camp after I recovered, and it was pretty good. I was actually thinking of joining the Blood Pack before this happened, but I think I'm going to stay here instead. Good for you, Erdnot Darg. From the Elusive Man, Shepard. I'm pleased that you were able to recover the Reaper IFF. Let me knock that out. And I've sent Edie all the necessary protocols to get it integrated successfully into the Normandy's systems. With luck, this will give us the ability to get through the Omega-4 relay and take the fight to the Collectors on our own terms. I've been notified about the intact Geth and your decision to keep it. If you believe that it can be trusted, then go ahead and activate it. Just make sure that Edie is adequately protected against any hacking attempts. It's not necessarily the decision I would have made, Shepard, but this is your call. You've already cast a wide net in your recruiting efforts, and if the Geth are willing to fight the Collectors, then we can use them on the team. I trust you to get the job done, whatever it takes. Thank you, sir. I trust you to never get your fat ass up out of that chair, so I guess we're on the same page. Oh, sorry, was the comm still on? You look good today. Your eyes, so blue, elusive man. Wow.
Commander.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
Good.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Alright, so, Dr. Chakwas's office holds Edie's AI thingy. We headed down there to speak with our friend. Our new friend. Should I also feed my fish? Sure. Sure, probably. Boop. Now that I'm wildly paranoid, you enjoy that fish. Alright, crew quarters. Oh, Dr. Chakwas. I'd appreciate Dr. Chakwas' opinion about our new friend. She's the only person I really trust. Aha, I can heal my scars now. We did finally shell out for that enhancement, and I'm glad that it's not something that just takes effect, and you get to choose whether or not to do it. I can't really see my scars from this distance, but I assume they're still there. Ooh, gorgeous lighting. And who do we have here? Who's this strapping young specimen? You're right to look at me that way. I'm sorry for what I said. As your commanding officer, I'd like to commend you. Edie.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the AI core room, where my higher functions are housed.
You're not mobile, are you?
Should he really be
can't
in
get
here?
out of here?
We're trying
I have minimal access to
keep
the
him
ship's
from
systems.
integrating with Edie.
Direct landlines allow me
Put
to
him
interface
right in the
with
core.
security monitors and public address system. In combat, I am provided temporary access to the electronic warfare systems.
There's also a cosmetic option for if you do Vanguard, since it brings out the scars. I would like to have Vanguard scars. That sounds
What's this
amazing.
area of the ship?
This is the AI core room.
I already asked you. I didn't mean to bother you again.
You're not mobile, are you? You can't get out of here?
I have minimal access to the ship's systems. Direct landlines allow me to interface with the
have to
security
change that.
monitors and public address system. In combat,
Edie should be
I am
mobile.
provided temporary access
Perhaps
to
on
the
a little
electronic warfare
wheelie
systems.
unicycle. Little wheelie cycle. So, activate the inactive Geth. Maybe wise to save it before doing such a thing. Slot number 2. And to you, 11, though. I'm one-upping.
Turning this thing back on. Be ready.
Aye, aye.
I have
Say be
isolated
ready.
our systems and erected additional firewalls.
What a baton
I am
or
prepared to
something.
resist any hacking attempt.
I hope it's not in horrible pain when I reactivate it. You okay? Hi, I'm your new mom. Can I get you some crackers, or do you like celery?
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
That's very sweet of you. Very generous. Why were you protecting me?
You said my name aboard the Reaper. Have we met?
We know of you.
You mean I've fought a lot of Geth?
We have never met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
Heretics. Who do they consider the heretics, I wonder? The old machine?
Old machine. You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the old machines.
As you are the new, I assume?
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
So I give them little brushies.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
Yes. Alright. Heretics. Tell me more.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old machines' hardware to protect our future.
Heretics. Those followers of Saren.
Are the Reapers a threat to you too?
Yes.
But your machines too. That sounds a little racist. All machines aren't the same.
Machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Their responsibility to build a future for organics, but sure, have you thought of us?
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
That's fair enough. Are you with us or against us? Yes.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
And I instantly accept. Barrier down, shake my hand, give me a warm embrace. You want to work with me? I'm flattered.
Are you asking to join us?
Yes.
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Who programmed you? Who programmed you with that, Edie? Why are you being poetic? It does work, though. Thank you.
That seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9.
Who programmed you with
that? This is an appropriate metaphor.
The Quarians have the Christian Bible?
A terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy.
Yeah. I shake you warmly by the hand.
We anticipate the exchange of data.
I anticipate the exchange of a lot more than data, you know what I'm saying.
Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
How dare they? We must stop this.
So the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper corpse?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
Such a cute way of saying it. We will reach different conclusions.
If
Infection
it were
speed.
released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL convoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoin the network.
Are you an isolated platform, or are we floating right next to one of those FTL convoys?
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates.
Sounds like we've got a loyalty mission.
Necessary to safely approach.
Let's do it.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
All right. You just stay on my 6, I'll get you right there.
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer. Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
They build stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars. Organics have no cause to look there.
But why do they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
Hello, so nice to see you there.
Machines. In exchange, they help them attack organics. We condemn these judgments.
Alright. We will do it. We'll stop them. Which would you prefer to hear? They sound roughly similar.
I won't let them brainwash your race. Especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations.
You are my favorite. Okay, I gotta go now. I gotta go before I get cute aggression. Dr. Chakwas, you watch our new friend.
How may I help you,
Sure, he's got all the crackers he needs.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Alright, so, before we do anything else, I'm sure we have another main mission queued up now. Let's race back up to the CIC. But before we do, the main mission that is now queued up,
Commander,
we should do
you've
his
received a new
loyalty
message
mission.
at your private terminal.
Well, thank you, Kelly. I do appreciate that. So let's check the map to see what we got here. Jean-Joseka. Never get tired of Jean-José saying that. Quick refuel. Still have full probes. Yes, help Legion in the Phoenix massing. And I'm not quite sure if we do have a main mission. Now that I look at the map, let's define it. Legion has learned that the Geth heretics have adapted a Reaper virus. Stop the Collectors. So it's like we must just need to do Legion's loyalty mission as a main quest. Objective is my thought. Otherwise we are all caught up. So, I'm saving it again here. It has been 2 hours, 34 minutes. I better try to race off and find some lunch soonish. And I will see you guys again soon. Hopefully we might have time for another session this afternoon, whether it be this or Jedi Survivor. I'm not yet sure. How have you been, Peter? I've been doing very well. I'm glad to be at another weekend. In the company of such fine folks. It is a pleasure to hang out with you all. And I'm sorry you just arrived when we were finishing up our mission there. I don't mean to race off. Kelly did say I have an unread message, right? Getting distracted. No. No, Kelly lied. Kelly lied to me again. I'll have to be punished.
I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tally. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Alright. How did you scrub this dialogue option from your memory banks, you
Tally's a
sick
good
little
friend.
fiend.
We've been through a lot together.
Quarians are so fascinating.
Tally
to
is
me.
the best.
They also make me a little sad.
Really?
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Seems like a very personal question to ask Kelly. I hope she phrases it differently. Are you into aliens? Phrase it differently,
Are you
Catherine.
attracted to other species?
Well,
Slightly
part
better.
of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Kelly.
Do you have a
Hell
moment
yeah.
to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Just want to
I
say I
better
love
go.
you. All right,
Okay.
I gotta
Maybe
get
we'll
back
talk
to
later.
it. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I do appreciate your time, your patience. Things have been so hectic there, you haven't been able to focus on one thing at a time for weeks. Oh goodness, I feel the same. And I'm so sorry. I hope that they calm down for all of us. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you back in the wide world of either Mass Effect or Star Wars as soon as possible, and I'm deeply looking forward to it. Smooches for now. Much love. See you soon.